researchers continue to piece together the fragments of ancient civilizations. We know how our ancestors farmed the land and built glorious cities 10,000 years ago. But what do we know about our ancestors' ancestors? Where did they come from? And is there a missing link to be found in Atlantis?
Author and alternative historian Michael Sarian believes he has found that link.
Atlantis is a perennial myth. It's fascinating, it's magical, it's interesting.
Sarian claims that 50,000 years ago, an advanced race of beings came to Earth after their home planet was destroyed. They established a civilization here that became known as Atlantis. Modern humans inherited everything from these alien visitors, according to Sarian. In fact, we are them.
They interfered with the indigenous population of this planet. And when I say interfere, I mean genetically, biologically.
Alien blood. The idea blows a hole through mainstream theories of human evolution.
In northern Kenya, they found a boy, the skeleton of what is believed to be one of our oldest ancestors.
By using carbon dating on that skeleton and others, scientists have formed a consensus about when the first humanoids evolved. But something extraordinary happened 30,000 years ago. After millions of years of slow evolution, humans began a rapid advance from cave painters to sophisticated pyramid builders.
You don't have pyramids, and you don't have basket weaving, and you don't have metallurgy, and you don't have all of these anomalies just popping out of the blue. We have whole mathematical concepts with no antecedent, stages, which we know must have existed.
This knowledge could only come from alien visitors, says Sarian. And it was bestowed upon the citizens of Atlantis, transforming the island into the intellectual beacon of the pre-ancient world.
It's bigger than Rome, it's bigger than Egypt, it's bigger than Greece. Atlantis is bigger even than our own cyber age, actually. Because the further we get away from it in time, there it looms on the road ahead of us again.
Sarian is convinced there were some 500 alien visitations during the time of Atlantis. And because of the spectacular nature of these encounters, there is evidence if you know where to look.
In the coffin texts of the Egyptians, we hear about crafts that come and pick up princesses and fly them to foreign shores in an instant. We have the Ellora caves in India, where you can actually go and look at them. These wall reliefs where it literally shows you crafts with little people inside them, the gods, above the tree line, and all the heads of the people are looking up.
And check out these Mayan stone carvings found in Mexico. The figure appears to be riding a rocket, his foot pushing on an accelerator. His body position is nearly identical to that of modern-day astronauts. Another ancient visitor stares out from a rock in the Sahara Desert. And dozens more in Australia that some say look like astronauts.
There is absolutely no doubt. I am definitely sure that we have been visited several times in antiquity by extraterrestrials.
It's been 40 years since Eric von Daniken first wrote about ancient astronauts in his book Chariots of the Gods. Since that time, authors like Zecharia Sitchin have gone to the far ends of the earth looking for clues, painstakingly piecing together enough fragmentary evidence to build a new theory of human evolution.
A basic conclusion of my writings has been that those who gave mankind civilization were visitors to Earth from another planet. If I say extraterrestrials, it's a dirty word, but that's what they were. This is called a...
Sitchin is one of the few people on Earth able to read 6,000-year-old Sumerian texts. These writings, according to Sitchin, contain unmistakable clues to ancient intergalactic space travel.
And in order to come and go between them, their planet and our planet, they needed a space facility. The space facility was in a place in Mesopotamia, in today's Iraq. The Mission Control Center was at a place called Nippur, and the actual spaceport was in a place called Sipar, which can be translated as Bird City. Many of them were depicted as birdmen with wings.
And if these birdmen or aliens had a laboratory, was it located on Atlantis? Michael Sarian says the original inhabitants of the island were cosmic guinea pigs.
The next step in the plan was to actually then go to the biological level and to hybridize, to create a transgenic experiment that would cross the alien DNA. This is DNA from completely foreign beings with the beings of the Earth.
Like Plato, Sarian blames the Atlantean lust for conquest for its eventual military defeat. But just how the island disappeared is another theory altogether. According to Sarian, the end came not in earthquakes and tsunamis, but in a flurry of mushroom clouds that lit up the heavens.
There has been discovered that, yes, our planet was host to unbelievable fury, from India to South America, to the Maya, to the Celts, to the Scandinavians, to the Australian Aboriginal, all talk about the unleashing of what could be described as a global nuclear war on this planet.
A handful of Atlanteans survived, says Sarian, to spread their culture and pass on their genes. But all evidence of the technology that brought their civilization to a violent end was incinerated in the nuclear exchange.